I was a young buck, I caught fish in the river. These days I don't have no luck, nothing biting on my line. It's become an empty stream over time. It makes me sad, it makes me cry. What an awful burden on the mind. What a crime. Something so divine. But tell me why. There's no fish swimming in the river. No fish swimming in the river anymore. There's no fish swimming in the river. No fish swimming in the river anymore.
2.5 months first. 2.5 weeks. 2.5 days. And now 2.5 hours.
April 25th, 2008, 9:30 p.m. on the Saugeen River.
Okay, we're on the upper Saugeen River here. It is April 25th. It's about 11:55 p.m. So we're looking forward to taking the first cast in a couple minutes. Now, it's 18.5 degrees is the air temperature here. So it's relatively mild considering it's April 25th. But let's have a look at the water temperature here. Okay, so 14.5. We're holding still. 14.5. This is actually pretty upsetting, considering we're at the headwaters of the Saugeen River. You would assume this to be spring-fed water, but we're looking at 14.5 degrees Celsius water.
Uh-oh. Shit. Aha. Okay, we've just come across Dave here, and he's just hooked into a speck. And now, what's that you were using, Dave?
Little black woolly bugger.
Little black woolly bugger.
For the size 10.
Why don't you show us your monster find? That's pretty average for the size of specks here in the Boyne.
Nice little brookie. Just like that. Okay, we're ready to get Curtis into a brook trout here. He's using a little brook trout fly. Something we tied up just to to look like the little brookies swimming around in here. So, Curtis, let it rip.
Ready.
Okay, now you're going to want to get it on this side of that log. Okay, just we got a net here. Bring them over here, Curtis. Nice little brook trout. Beauty. Eating little tiny brook trout. Cannibalism right there. All right, pop the hook out.
April 26th, 9:45. We're cooking our supper. We've been on a couple different rivers all day fishing. We've got into a few specks. Nothing too intense. I did have one nice one on, and just at the grip of my hands, and then it was over. But I know where he is, and I'm gonna get him tomorrow.
Give us a little bit of an account of the battle that you were involved with.
Well, the hole was reported from earlier in the day. Well, I witnessed it myself. I seen one fish landed out of that hole, and it was a very nice sized fish for the sort of fishing we're doing. And in the exact same spot, I got one that was probably a little more impressive.
What makes you think it was more impressive?
Because I seen both. I seen him. He was bigger.
And
Or she. It could have been a her.
Do we have evidence of the first that was landed?
We do have some photograph evidence.
And how about evidence of the second?
There's some eyewitness reports. Or one eyewitness report.
Okay.
But we can collect the evidence tomorrow when the deal is sealed. We were just meeting each other at first to see how it was going to work out. And there was a little bit of static there. But I think tomorrow we'll be able to resolve that. It was when I reached down to get it. That's all.
What were you using?
I was using a redback beetle, a fly I picked up from a fellow that we run into here and there throughout the rivers in Grey County, who's a professional tie flyer. He ties flies. He doesn't fly ties. That wouldn't be good. You could try it, but it wouldn't be good. And so I purchased some of these redback beetles off of Phil, the fly guy, who ties the most exquisite flies. And if you know where to be at the right sort of time and place, you'll run into him and have 10 or 20 bucks in your pocket and grab some flies off them. And that's what I did, and I've caught 4 specks today on the one fly that I bought off him that he said, oh yeah, the specks like eating that. So it was very worthwhile investment.
When I was a young buck, I caught fish in the river. These days I don't have no luck, nothing biting on my line. makes me sad, it makes me cry. What an awful burden on the mind. What a crime. Something so divine. Well, tell me why. There's no fish swimming in the river, no fish swimming in the river anymore. There's no fish swimming in the river, no fish swimming in the river anymore. 'Cause the river is hurt and the river's in pain. I'm seeing it again and again.
Look at here. You got him, you fucker.
There, we got a nice Southern Ontario brookie.
That's the same one that I had yesterday.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah. And he just spit the hook.
Oh.
Decent little fish there, eh? Lots of war wounds on him.
How old do you think that brookie is?
That brookie probably 4 or 5 years. Nice little fish.
So it's our first full outing on Lake Huron tributaries for steelhead this spring, and it's been a good day so far. We got a buddy of ours got 2 already, and I've got one nice female here that unfortunately I'm taking home for dinner. But she hit a bead-headed nymph. We're just, the water's super clear today, so we're basically forced to use the lightest sort of fluorocarbon tippets and leaders we possibly can. But yeah, apparently woolly buggers are what the others fell victim to, and I got this one here in a bead-headed nymph. So there's a couple of steelhead that run right behind us just to the left of those logs. And unfortunately I just snapped off 2 minutes ago, so I'm frantically retying and trying another bead-headed nymph. Or possibly a stonefly, and we're trailing eggs behind those as well. Just get more bang for your buck that way. A lot of these spawned out trout that are on their way back down are ravenous after spawning, and they're desperately looking for a meal, so they're not opposed to picking up an egg here and there. So you can tie really small single egg flies, and hopefully you have some luck with those too. We're just about to move over to the, well, I guess I shouldn't say the river, should we? But just about to move rivers, and I'm heading back to the truck now. I'm just hoping maybe I can tie into one more before we head out, and we'll do it all again next week.
Working a nice little riffle here for some steelhead. Timmy's gonna hook into one in a second. He guaranteed me.
Oh shit,
Dave's just hooked into a steelhead. Taking off on a good run on him. We'll run down and have a look. We just tried to land it to no avail. And it took off on him again. He's getting it up on the bank now. Beautiful. And there we go.
24 hours ago, and it was moving like lightning. Well, I could not let go. I was struck by a feeling 24 hours ago, and she was moving like a freight train. Well, I could not let go. Oh, no, no, I would not let go. Oh, no, no, I could not let go. Oh, no, no, I would 24 hours ago, and she was moving like lightning.